Grand Rising, citizens. This is the Neo Tokyo News Broadcast. Mark Zuckerberg takes an L again. OpenSea finally making amends. zkSync's roadmap breaks necks online. South Korea shuts down 16 crypto exchanges. ENS domain names gaining momentum and more. This is your weekly recap for all your crypto, NFT, metaverse and gaming affairs. Live from the heart of the Citadel, here's what's making news. Greetings everybody, welcome to the Neo Tokyo News Broadcast. I'm your host, Outer Citizen Shumsi number 769, here to bring you the news powered by the NT News team. Please like, subscribe and turn on those notification bells so you do not miss any episodes. First up, we have Flower83 telling us about how OpenSea addressed their broken policy regarding stolen NFTs. Say you naively buy an NFT that you like at a discount on a dip and decide to hold it in hopes of price appreciating. Rookie mistake. Some time passes and you eventually receive an email from OpenSea stating that the NFT has been flagged for suspicious activity and that you can no longer list it for sale. There had been countless accounts of this specific scenario occurring in the past few months where, out of no fault of their own, users could no longer sell their NFTs. The good news is that OpenSea is aware of the situation and posted a thread on Twitter about providing more clarity around stolen items policy. Although crypto Twitter was outraged at how late this was, it's progress nonetheless. And speaking of progress, OX Sparky and Zhai write that zkSync has long been seen as the knight in shining armor who can save Ethereum's ecosystem from its stifling gas fees and scalability issues. Given their innovative edge and popularity, the team fulfilled the demands of the public by finally providing a clear roadmap to keep users updated about each move they plan to make. Each remaining roadmap milestone out of the 9 listed will be accompanied by an AMA with the founder and CEO, in addition to the team's chief product officer and head of engineering. Bringing it full circle to Neo Tokyo, NFTs, a citizen-led project that we covered right here on the Neo Tokyo News Broadcast a couple of weeks ago, will be powered by zkSync Tech. This will create the illest NFT raffling platform that's efficient and scalable. For further details on the roadmap, check the link in the description. And now a quick little update on Twitter Spaces. The third Neo Tokyo News Spaces was hosted on Twitter in the week, where discussions of the future of NFT marketplaces filled the room under the supervision of my boss, Zhai. The space inhabited some builders from the Citadel with visions of shaping the marketplaces of the future with innovative projects such as BYT, NFTs, and SwapStreet. Now the Neo Tokyo News team is working tirelessly to get this audio right to you in crystal clear quality and will prompt you as soon as it's made available. Now guys, you're gonna have to sit for this next one because Flower83 isn't done yet. Meta spent $10 billion on their metaverse in 2021 for Mark Zuckerberg to post a photo of his metaverse avatar in front of a metaverse Eiffel Tower that makes metaverse Kevin look like a metaverse version of Picasso. Seriously, a 26% drop seems like a regular lunchtime occurrence for us degens, but the oldies up in Wall Street near minor heart attacks when they see the red on their side because companies with market caps as large as that of Meta create a wild tidal wave when they slip off the edge. Despite Meta putting countless efforts and heaps of cash into developing their version of the metaverse, Zuck has been accused of not reading the room correctly, leaving his endeavor as nothing but laughingstock, especially for us crypto bros. But guys, jokes aside, such events do open up a few interesting questions. Mainly, is there a place for large companies in the metaverse? Will their unlimited funds translate into a monopoly, or will Web3 strive for decentralization? And most importantly, the biggest question in my mind, is Zuckerberg actually a lizard? As things stand, it seems that he is. It seems the future of the metaverse is not going to be in the hands of Zuckerberg, especially if they continue to develop tech that's worse than good old Kevin. And just like that, it is time for an intermission. Now guys, do you know what is common between Drake, Yeet, Madonna, Michael Jackson, Shumsi, EllioTrades, Alex Becker? It's the fact that if you want them on your album, if you want them on your song, if you want them on your news broadcast, you have to pay up a lot of money. And my deepest, darkest fantasies, the thoughts that get me grandly risen, say that we need to get EllioTrades on the show and we need him to do an intro for us. And in order for us to get Drake, Future, Madonna, Michael Jackson on our show, we need you to dial ntnews.eth, send us some of your Ethereum so that we can finally buy an EllioTrades feature for him to do an intro for us on the show. and also help me peer pressure him on Twitter. With that being said, thank you for your donations. Let's keep moving. But jokes aside, I really want Ellio on the show, so NeoTokyo, let's do our thing, let's peer pressure the man and get him behind the mic. It's time to cause some mayhem inside Angie's, and I'll see you there. Alright, sticking to EllioTrades, Zhai writes that with blood on the streets and the market in shambles, Ellio arrives bearing gifts. In the week, Ellio provided some details about the long-estimated collaboration between NeoTokyo and Imposters, while also adding that this collab could become a replicable model that will cause leading game developers to flock to the Citadel. For a proper look into the secret source, be sure to attend the town hall on Monday where Ellio may drop in to give us an update on the collab. And speaking of collab, David is building a fighting game, Ben is building a trading application, Steven works in DeFi. Forv has been keeping track of the names, descriptions, and links of every Citizen project and aggregating them into a news article called Projects Created by NeoTokyo Citizens for our encyclopedia, the NeoTokyo Citizen Wiki. This is a guidebook, tutorial, and cheat sheet for NeoTokyo that will help fill in some of the blanks about what is going on within the Citadel on the building front. With new builders joining our team on the regular, basic knowledge of where to go, how to claim bytes, and most importantly, how to dial ntnews.eth should be of great help. Forv urges you to reach out if you're working on projects or similar fields and stay connected. If you're building in NeoTokyo and aren't on the list, there's a submission form at the bottom of the article. And speaking of lists, 16 exchanges have recently been put on one. South Korea is eyeing to block domestic access to foreign crypto exchanges that fail to possess adequate registration to operate in the country. These 16 exchanges include the likes of KuCoin, Phoenix, and Poloniex. After the collapse of South Korean entrepreneur Do Kwon's project, Terra Luna, or UST, US Tether, this is an attempt to safeguard the public from falling victim to similar collapses. And Phoenix Down writes about the collapse in the NFT space. NFT floors are in the trenches with most projects significantly under their all-time highs. However, NeoTokyo has managed to hold firm during the storm and has reasonably maintained its price level and not capitulated. Regardless of the floors of most NFTs, ENS names are still kicking ass with more than 2 million ENS names created thus far. What took the team 5 years to reach 1 million names only took 3.5 months to touch 2 mil. The sudden surge to ENS is a sign of a classic bear market flight to quality moment where the degens take a round trip and start buying some quality again. Leading developer Sasha from the ENS domain space stated that my forecast for the next 10 years is that .eth will be more valuable than .com names since .eth names are a private identifier that stretch beyond business applications. This is incredibly bullish, especially since the likes of Vitalik, the founder of Ethereum, are backing this strong utility-driven project. And now for our final story of the week from Photoshopped AF and Zhai. In the week, some Southern California citizens were able to get together for a NeoTokyo meetup. With people like Xenofan and Rai sharing what they're working on, the discussions were enjoyable and productive. The citizens are now planning to get together soon in LA in hopes that more citizens join to strengthen the community and connections through these IRL events. And that is all for this week's NeoTokyo News broadcast. This has been your host, Outer Citizen Shumsey number 769, bringing you the news powered by the NT News team. Music brought to you by the team at Music Mainnet. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast and look forward to serving you day in and day out. Until next time, data streams connecting our minds, tying NeoTokyo together.